Hi, this is Takashi from Jazz Lab Japan. Today I want to feature one album, which I think is rare, and this is one of the Blue Note unissued master series by the King Record, and I think most of you guys who are watching this know that the King Record Blue Note unissued master series. Yeah, there are many titles which are great. I think most of them or all of them are great. And I already talked about that series a lot. King Record at that time, starting from the late 70s up to the early 80s, they did that release those unissued titles in some parts. And the first part, I think, is GXF, Blue Note Unissued Master Series, and if you look at the OB for that part one is almost the same as the GXF. I mean the normal GXF or GXK series of the King Record, and they just released some titles, not many, as I can recall, like at Blakey live session at the Renaissance Club, or the Morgan Sextet All Star Sextet and Sextet, and also the Stanley Turrentine Jubilee Shouts. Yeah, those are the titles I can remember. That's the first part. But there is another one which I think is a little bit funny, because if you look at the serial of that title, Tommy Flanagan, Lonely Town, it's not the GXF or GXK, but the GP, GP, and the OB again is the almost identical with the GXF or GXK, the normal ones, blue, white, OB. Yeah. So that's part one. And part two, with the GXF, there are many titles. I think, King Record did a kind of, testing, if those unissued master titles can be sold very good. And, the first, the part one, I think, sold very good. So that's why they just started releasing many titles with the GXF, the part two one. Part two Blue Note unissued master series, and they reissued many titles. Yeah, and they used the serial called GXF. Yes, GXF series, and the OB of that series. That part in the series, I think they changed a little bit. Blue OB, but it's not that white like ordinary GXF or GXK, but the blue OB, blue and the red and some parts white. Yeah, that kind of OB. And again, they released part 3 of the Blue Note unissued master series with GXK. What they did with the part 3 is that they reissued some of the titles of the part 2 because they were sold very good, and they added some more new titles. Yeah, that's what they did. And also OB is changed from blue to kind of gold OB, which I love. Yeah, so that's part 3. And the part 4 with the same GXK serial, they added some more in new titles, and this one is one of them. Yeah, as you can see, this jacket design, I don't know whether you know this. This is the Andrew Hill Dance with Death. And as I said, they use the kind of gold obi. Yeah, very classic and gorgeous gold obi. Yeah. And when it comes to part 4 of the GXK Blue Note unissued master series, the titles like this is very, very rare. Yeah, and some, other titles of Bobby Hatcher song, I think, are very hard to come by nowadays on the market, because I think, with the part 4, some of the titles like this one, not many, copies available on the market. Or at that time, they didn't, press many copies. Maybe. That's my assumption. Anyway, this is one of the titles which is very, very difficult for you to find on the market. Yes. And the same as the other titles in the series. I just wonder why, the original Blue Note didn't release this session, Very good. Yeah, Andrew Hill, as you know, is a unique pianist. He came, almost at the end of the, hard bop era, right? So, yeah, his uniqueness is there on this session. Yeah, very good session and a good album. Yeah, so I just wonder why, Blue Note at that time didn't release it. Yeah, that's a mystery anyway. And originally, it was recorded in 1968. Yeah, 1968. And Andrew Hill on piano, and Joe Farrell on tenor saxophone, I think, yeah. And Charles Tolliver on trumpet, and Victor Sproles on bass, and Billy Higgins on drums, yeah. So if you look at the members, you can tell and imagine, how great the session is. It is great. And also, yeah, without a doubt, the pressing and sound quality of the King record at that time, nothing to worry about, Very good, the pressing, the sound quality, the cutting, everything is just perfect. And also, I love this, jacket design as well. Yeah, very artistic design, right? And this is, I just, want to repeat that this is one of the hardest to find title in the series on the market right now. So whenever you find it on the market, maybe it's better for you to dig it or get it, right? That's it for today. I hope you like it. Anyway, what King Record did at that time, releasing these great unissued sessions, of Blue Note. Yeah, as a Blue Note Unissued Master Series in the 70s and the 80s. Yeah, they did a great job, Some of the titles were reissued by the Blue Note later on, right? So, yeah, they did a great job anyway. So, thank you for watching today. And lastly, I always keep saying, just continue staying safe, healthy, and be connected with the music we love, jazz. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.